break their 3-game losing streak and take down the Washington Mystics in tonight's game. Oh, and Aari McDonald, I would like to cordially welcome you to the Indiana Fever.
Let me say right off the bat, Aari McDonald is for real. When they signed her, I said, look, there could be something here, all right? The stats show she's got something. I don't give a rip if she is 5'6". She's young.
You just blinked for a second, and the Indiana Fever's entire season, their very identity, morphed right before your eyes. After soul-crushing, gut-wrenching losses that had us all questioning if we were in some kind of simulation, the Fever finally snapped out of it. But here's the shocker. It wasn't who you expected. It wasn't Caitlin Clark's logo bombs that flipped the switch. Nope. It was Aari McDonald flying around the court like she just chugged a Red Bull mixed with pure lightning. Clark didn't even need to say a word. Her stunned silence said it all. So what on earth sparked this chaotic comeback? And could Aari McDonald be the fiery spark plug Indiana's been missing all along? Let's dive deep into the biggest plot twist of the WNBA season.
Dantes. Now, Indiana Fever, I don't know how we gonna do this. I don't know how y'all gonna pull it off, but McDonald has to find a way to make her way on this team permanently, man. She balled out. I loved what I saw from her. She handled the ball really well, man. Passed pretty good. Made a couple buckets and stuff. But her intensity, the energy, just that it factor of just going out there and acting like she wanted to win the game. Very, very good, man. I hope Fever some way, I don't know how y'all can keep her, but y'all gotta plot something, man.
Caitlin Clark stood there, frozen, like she'd walked into what she thought was a surprise party, only to realize it was a full-blown intervention, and she was the main event. After 2 straight losses that had Indiana Fever fans muting group chats and doing some serious self-reflection, this team somehow, against all odds, clawed their way back from the brink of disaster. It wasn't graceful, it wasn't polished, it was the basketball equivalent of submitting a group project 5 minutes before the deadline and somehow still getting an A. But hey, it worked. Against all logic, all momentum, the Fever pulled it together and delivered a much-needed win, finally sparking some actual life into their chaotic storyline. And trust me, you will not believe the unexpected hero.
Very quick span of time. Aari McDonald right here. How about the steals in the first half?
Run. The Fever
Here we
now
go.
on an 11-2 advantage.
There she goes, right there.
Miscommunication and stolen
She's
by
going to
McDonald.
drive it
and races
all the
to
way
other
home,
end and
makes
finishes.
the layup. I like this player, folks. I like this player. McDonald has some energy. Let me tell you. Here we go right here. How about this? This is going to be a dish to Dewana Bonner. All right. Look at that, folks. For the nice little layup. Really, really productive.
Because here's the twist no one saw coming. It wasn't Caitlin Clark lighting it up from deep or pulling off some Disney-style hero moment with violins swelling and birds flying overhead. Nuh-uh. The game flipped on its head thanks to one player, Aari McDonald. She stormed onto that court with the kind of I'm done with this nonsense energy that just turns chaos into control. She didn't just show up, she took over. Tenacious on defense, fearless in transition, absolutely steady when everything around her was shaking. Aari turned the game into her own personal highlight reel. While everyone, and I mean everyone, expected Clark to be the savior, it was McDonald who completely flipped the script, making sure every single person left the arena talking about her.
What have these past 48, 72 hours been like to go from not with the team to playing almost 30 minutes tonight?
It's been crazy, but I mean, I'm confident in the work I put in, the preparation these past couple of weeks. I mean, I know what I can do, and just the team made me feel comfortable, and they know what I can do as well. So, you know, just taking that and just applying it to the court, it made me feel better. Just no pressure at all tonight. Just going out there and playing my game.
Aari McDonald didn't just help the Fever win a game, she jump-started their identity. It was like she reached into the locker room's drained spirit and hit the reset button with a jolt of urgency. Picture her metaphorically slapping the team awake with a rolled up newspaper labeled "Get It Together." Suddenly, the fog lifted. Players who looked completely lost a game ago were diving for loose balls, locking in defensively, and actually believing again. You could almost hear Aari's silent mantra, 0-3, not on my watch. Her energy was contagious, her focus unshakable, and in that moment, the Fever didn't just get a win, they found their fight.
Aari McDonald is over here having every other WNBA team scratching their heads trying to figure out why they wouldn't pick her up, why she was cut in the first place, because she has been in Indiana for just a couple of days, has had one practice, one shoot around, and came in the first quarter, had huge minutes for the Fever. Great ball facilitation offensively, had some massive defensive plays, couple of steals, drew a couple offensive fouls, just had some amazing gameplay.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark looked like she wasn't sure if the Fever were filming a gritty underdog sports movie or just setting a world record for team-wide embarrassment. In the first quarter alone, she played like someone who skimmed the WNBA patch notes but skipped the part about ball security. Turnovers? Yep. Awkward misreads? Plenty. Passing to invisible teammates in the corners? Oh, you bet. It was as if she was haunted by the ghosts of bad possessions past. Visual ghostly overlay effect over Clark's frustrated face. Then, like a superhero appearing from the shadows, entered Aari McDonald. She looked like she'd been personally briefed by Pat Summitt in a dream the night before. Aari brought the kind of suffocating defense that made every opponent dribble like the ball was lava. Every possession became personal. She stuck to her assignment like duct tape on a leaky pipe and turned every fast break into a one-woman track meet. Clark, clearly stunned, could only watch as Aari flew across the court like she was two defenders in one body. Whatever McDonald tapped into, it lit a fire, and Caitlin was left blinking in the smoke.
Straight to it. Aari McDonald. Yo, I'm just gonna straight up talk about her right now. No turnovers. All right? No turnovers. Oh my goodness. In a one-day turnaround. Do you know how tough that is, fam? I know I was talking about this in the live stream, but I have to talk about it again right here. No turnovers in a one-day turnaround. Most of the time, when a player gets traded or, gets on a new team, they're not playing the first game. They're sitting out a few games so they can learn the system. No, fam. She had one day to learn. And coming here, I'm thinking maybe you should get a, turnover, 2-3 turnovers, maybe. No turnovers.
Let's take a moment to really break down that defense. The Fever's backcourt has been about as reliable as a saltine cracker door during hurricane season. In their previous 2 games, opposing guards breezed through the lane like it was a Sunday farmer's market, leaving Indiana's defense in shambles. But everything changed the moment Aari stepped onto the court. She shut down those lanes like a health inspector walking in unannounced. You could literally see the opposing team hesitate, realizing they'd have to work harder for points now. McDonald entered the game like a caffeinated tornado, bringing an energy that electrified her teammates. She didn't just boost the effort, she forced everyone to remember that hustle was not only legal, but absolutely essential. Every loose ball became hers, and every transition play found her there, like an unpaid Uber driver just trying to prevent another game-winning blow. B-roll, fast-paced clips of McDonald playing defense, forcing turnovers, diving for balls.
McDonald. I liked her in college. I like her heart. I like what she brings to the table. I like her in the competitiveness that she brings on the basketball court. I like it a lot. I like what she showed out there. I know they signed her to, I don't think she's going to be with the team for the full year. I don't know what the contract is, but I like what I saw from Aari McDonald. I think that she can be, I'll be honest with you, I saw more from her.
Indiana Fever fans have been patiently awaiting a clear sign that their team can finally shed past struggles and reestablish itself as a genuine contender in the WNBA. With the addition of Caitlin Clark and Aari McDonald, that pivotal moment may finally be within reach. Caitlin Clark's exceptional talent is impossible to ignore. Her ability to score from anywhere on the court forces defenses to stay constantly alert. Whether it's her silky handles, deep shooting range, or sharp court vision, Caitlin stretches opposing defenses to their breaking point, opening up space and creating scoring opportunities for her teammates as well. Visual, Clark hitting a deep 3, making a precise pass.
particularly in the first half into the third quarter. The ball movement was very good from the Indiana Fever tonight. The fourth quarter, it kind of fell apart. It did. It got way too tight. This game should not have gotten that tight. Right here,
Coach.
Dantas is going to get some
You
love.
guys are
Kelsey's
hub
with the ball.
offensively.
Right
Mark out.
here. Aari McDonald driving.
Here's McDonald
She's
driving
gonna
inside.
Go over to Lexi.
On the other hand, Aari McDonald is a quick, fearless guard with relentless energy and crafty playmaking skills. Her aggressive drives to the basket and precise passing can dismantle even the most disciplined defensive setups. Visual, McDonald driving to the basket, making a quick dish. When Caitlin and Aari click and find their rhythm together, they turn the Fever's offense into a fluid, unpredictable machine that's tough for any team to contain. Opponents can no longer afford to cheat off one player or collapse into the paint without risking severe punishment. The Fever have transformed into an explosive, dangerous squad capable of disrupting the league's status quo. This newfound dynamic gives us all hope that Indiana is on the cusp of becoming a team that truly commands respect and makes a real run in the WNBA. What do you think about this duo? Let me know in the comments.
Tell you, ball movement. 4 people just touched the ball in a very...
Of course, no epic story is complete without obstacles, especially when striving for offensive greatness. The path ahead for the Fever's dynamic tandem is far from easy, filled with opponent defenses actively scheming to neutralize Clark and McDonald. Expect defenses to double team these two stars, challenging Indiana's supporting players to step up and prove their value. This puts pressure on role players to take advantage of open shots, create space, and bring relentless effort on defense. Success isn't solely about raw talent. It's about heart, hustle, and chemistry, which don't develop overnight but grow through consistent practice and game experience.
No turnovers. Give us 3 steals, 5 assists. Had the most assists in the game. Yo, playing tremendous defense out here. Pushing the floor, making great decisions. Oh my goodness. I mean, she plays so good. You have people saying, fire Turner, hire McDonald. What a game, man. I have to give her the utmost respect. So much love for her, man. Yo, what a game, dog.
Additionally, injuries and fatigue remain constant threats. Clark's recent injury underscores how fragile player health can be and highlights the importance of managing minutes carefully. However, if Indiana can keep their key players healthy and foster strong team chemistry, the potential rewards are significant. A well-rounded team effort combined with the brilliance of Clark and McDonald could elevate the Fever to new heights this season. Such a team would be a formidable force, one that defenses will dread facing. With resilience, smart rotations, and continued growth, Indiana has the opportunity to become a true playoff contender and establish themselves as a team that commands respect across the league. Overcoming these hurdles could be the key to unlocking a bright, promising future for the Fever.
All eyes tonight were on Aari McDonald because the Indiana Fever backcourt has been a struggling since Caitlin Clark has been sidelined. And Aari McDonald did not disappoint. I am telling you, she had one day to practice with this team, and she walked out there. She came out off the bench. She got 7 points. She got 5 assists. She got 3 steals, count them, 3 steals, and this two-way player was impressive.
But perhaps the most inspiring aspect of this emerging story is Caitlin Clark's extraordinary personal development. In her early days, she was the type of player who often carried the entire offense on her shoulders, facing immense pressure as the focal point of her team's attack. Playing such a demanding role, especially for a superstar accustomed to being in the spotlight, is no easy feat. What makes her growth so remarkable is her gradual shift away from that singular spotlight, adopting a more selfless, team-oriented approach. Instead of attempting to do everything herself, she's developed trust in her teammates, particularly Aari McDonald, and has begun sharing responsibilities more equitably. This transformation isn't merely about refining her skills. It's about evolving into a true leader who uplifts those around her. Her increased willingness to pass, set up others, and prioritize team success can elevate the entire squad's performance. For Caitlyn, this evolution is likely to shape her long-term career, enabling her to flourish not just as an individual star, but as a vital catalyst within her team's dynamics. For the Indiana Fever, this shift in mindset could be the pivotal factor that transforms them from hopeful contenders into serious title challengers. Her growth embodies a deeper understanding of leadership and teamwork, traits that could define the franchise's future success and help them reach new heights in the league. Drop a in the comments if you're hyped for this new era of Fever basketball.
And Aari McDonald, let me just come out and say it. 5 assists, 3 steals. I had somebody tell me she's going to be a defensive liability. Looked pretty good tonight. Threw in 7 points, 7 big points.
So, what happens when Caitlin Clark fully returns, revitalized, and teaming up with Aari McDonald as her dynamic offensive partner? The outcome might be something entirely unexpected, a balanced, electrifying, and virtually unstoppable Fever attack that keeps defenses guessing and fans captivated. Caitlin Clark is no ordinary player. When she's at her best, she's like a human highlight reel, hitting deep threes from half court, threading incredible passes through tight defenses, and attacking the rim with a blend of finesse and aggression. Visual montage of Clark's best plays. But what's even more exciting is how her return reshapes the chemistry with Aari McDonald, whose gritty, relentless style offers a perfect counterpoint to Caitlyn's flair. Aari's high-energy play, defensive tenacity, and fearless drives to the basket complement Caitlyn's creative playmaking perfectly. Together, they form a duo that's a nightmare for opponents. Caitlyn's ability to stretch the floor and hit shots from anywhere forces defenders to collapse on her, creating open lanes for Aari to slash through or kick out to shooters. Conversely, Aari's aggressive penetration draws double teams, leaving Caitlyn open to score or orchestrate the offense with surgical precision. This pairing's synergy could elevate the Fever's offensive power to new heights, making them an unstoppable force and a constant threat on the court.
Yeah, can I hear ya? That's a good win for the Indiana Fever, baby. Hell of a win today. Y'all scared me at the end. I ain't gonna lie, y'all scared me in that fourth quarter. Oh my God, I don't know what was going on, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. The Indiana Fever have finally won a game without Caitlyn.
The Indiana Fever is evolving beyond being just Caitlin Clark's team. While Clark's exceptional talent and star power have long been a guiding light for the franchise, the team is now moving toward a broader, more collaborative identity, one defined by collective effort, growth, and surprising offensive versatility that is transforming their approach to the game. It's no longer about a single player carrying the entire load, but about a unified team working in harmony, seeing the court more clearly and executing smarter plays. This transition marks an exciting new chapter for the Fever. For years, they relied heavily on Clark's scoring ability and court vision, and although she remains a key piece, the rise of Aari McDonald alongside her signals the emergence of a dynamic duo. McDonald brings a unique combination of speed, grit, and precise shooting, perfectly complementing Clark's creative flair and playmaking skills. Together, they do more than just rack up points. They generate scoring opportunities, dismantle defenses, and set the tone for a team that is becoming a genuinely balanced offensive unit. This partnership hints at a brighter, more versatile future for the Fever, one where teamwork and adaptability takes center stage.
Like, she just put in energy. There is an energy that you can see things from players, and you can see an effort level that people hadn't put in. You could see as soon as she comes on the floor, everything changes with this team. Everything changes. Their intensity changed. Every little thing changed with this team. And I have to give so much credit to her.
What makes this shift especially compelling is how it completely transforms the Fever's narrative. Instead of relying solely on a superstar to lead the charge, Indiana is fostering a culture rooted in teamwork, trust, and shared responsibility. This approach emphasizes smarter shot selection, exploiting mismatches through collective effort, and playing with greater intelligence rather than individual brilliance alone. Such an evolution often separates good teams from championship contenders. For Fever fans, it signals a move away from hero ball where one player attempts to do everything toward a more balanced, cohesive style of play. The emergence of Caitlin Clark and Aari McDonald as a duo embodies this new philosophy, showcasing a team that values versatility, collaboration, and dynamic offense. This new chapter promises a brighter future built on the strength of their combined talents and strategic growth. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give this video a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the WNBA's most exciting stories. What other player duos do you think will dominate the league this season? Let me know in the comments below, and check out these videos on screen now for more game-changing insights, visual and screen with video suggestions.